This is the story of why millions of American homes sit wide open to the street, with nothing but a neat lawn between the front door and the sidewalk, while nearly every other country on earth hides behind walls, gates, and hedges. If you've ever visited the United States from Europe, Asia, or Latin America, you've probably noticed something strange. The houses just sit there, completely exposed, with no wall and no gate. Maybe there's a little decorative hedge, but nothing that would actually stop anyone from walking right up to the front door. Only about 5% of American homes have fenced front yards. Compare that to France, where front gates and walls are standard. In Thailand, Indonesia, and China, perimeter walls are simply what houses have. Even in the Netherlands, low fences surround nearly every garden. So what happened in America? The answer starts with one man. In 1841, a landscape designer named Andrew Jackson Downing published something radical. He called fences an abomination among the fresh fields, something no person of taste could ever be found guilty of building. Downing believed the American yard should be a showcase, not a fortress. His writing spread through popular magazines and became blueprints for an entirely new way of thinking about residential land. Then came Frederick Law Olmsted. In 1868, Olmsted, already famous for designing Central Park, was commissioned to build Riverside, Illinois, one of the first planned suburbs in America. His rules were explicit. Every house set back 30 feet from the road and no walls allowed. The vision was a community living in harmony with nature, free from urban stress, just a 20-minute train ride from downtown Chicago. Riverside became the template that American suburbia would follow for the next century and a half. When the post-war suburban boom hit in the 1950s, developers like William Levitt mass-produced this open lawn ideal for millions of returning veterans. The white picket fence, originally a military tool called the PK used to protect archers, became purely symbolic. Wealthy homeowners painted them white with lime wash as a display of status, but these fences were short, decorative, and meant to say welcome, not keep out. Then came the force that truly locked the open yard into place: homeowners associations. In 1970, there were just 10,000 HOA communities in America. By 1990, that number had exploded to 130,000, which represents a 261% increase in a single decade. Today, 369,000 HOA communities govern 77 million American residents, and 82% of new homes sold in 2023 were part of an HOA. These organizations enforce strict rules. Front yard fences, if allowed at all, must stay between 3 and 4 feet. Many HOAs ban them outright. The logic is curb appeal, and as realtors will tell you, any fence capable of serving a practical purpose is considered ugly and reduces property value. Collectively, homes in HOAs are valued at $12.9 trillion. That's a lot of incentive to keep things looking uniform. And here's what's fascinating. A Dutch commentator once observed that the Dutch language has no word for the English concept of privacy, the right to be alone. Americans who do have that word chose to express it not through walls but through space. The average American home is 2,400 square feet, more than double the European average. Americans built their privacy horizontally, with setbacks and sprawling lawns, rather than vertically with stone and iron. So the open American front yard isn't an accident. It's an ideology designed by landscape architects in the 1800s, mass-produced in the 1950s, and enforced today by hundreds of thousands of HOAs. It's a deliberate cultural choice that says openness equals trust, community, and belonging. Whether that's admirable or naive probably depends on which side of the fence you're standing on, or in America's case, which side of no fence at all.